All right, YouTube was Keyshawn Davis blast Tank Davis by saying he's soft. Um, I wonder if Tank finally gonna step up in competition because he getting called a 30-year-old prospect by people like Tim Bradley, and Keyshawn blast Tank by saying he light skinned, so he a little soft. He over there with Haney. So I'm about to attack all these points. Let's get it. All right, first of all, Keyshawn says Tank is soft. Um, I don't agree that Tank is soft. I believe that Tank is protected, but I think once he in that ring, he got no other choice but to be Tank. And I think Keyshawn doing his best trying to wake up a beast and get a big fight. So I respect it. You know, a little disrespect goes a long way, especially with a fighter on the caliber of Tank Davis. A little disrespect, a little bit of disrespect can take you across the world so you can fight somebody. Boxers don't like being disrespected. That's their pet peeve. So you can tell Keyshawn wants to fight, and he wants to fight Tank. He wants to fight Devin. He wants to fight all these guys, but he won't fight Shakur for some weird, freaky reason. I don't understand it. It's some freaky shit. Dudes need to make money together, but that's neither here nor there. Yeah, Keyshawn keeps saying everybody's name. I hope he's not looking past his opponent. His opponent is a live dog. I think his opponent lost to Richardson Hitchens, and they called it a robbery. I believe that's what happened. So this should be a good fight. Tank Davis gonna have to work. I say Tank, Keyshawn Davis. They both Davises. Keyshawn gonna have to work very limos. He gonna have to box him, and he could try to hurt him. So it's gonna be a tough fight, and he gotta earn it. The fight is actually tomorrow, I believe. Yeah, the fight is actually tomorrow, the day before Boots fights. So we got a good week of boxing ahead of us. Good week of sports in general. Yeah, and I just want to know, is Tank gonna accept this call out? I know Tank called him, for lack of a better term, I believe Tank called him a bitch. Tank called Keyshawn a bitch because Keyshawn said something on Cigar Talk like they told me stop calling him out. I believe that's what Coach Kenny said. They told Keyshawn stop calling Tank out in the media, some weird freaky shit. There's something going on, and Tank didn't take too kindly to him exposing that. So there's a bunch of freaky shit going on in this boxing industry. So I don't understand why Tank got so upset. If you don't want somebody to expose you for not wanting to fight them, then fight them. It's basic. You know, I think he said he's not gonna mess with Najee from Cigar Talk. Tank said that. It was a whole bunch going on, bro. It was a whole bunch going on. Tank can't be in his feelings because if he fought to do it instead of telling them people not to mention his name, then he wouldn't look like a coward. I think he got upset because he's looking like a coward in the media, and he want to portray himself as the tough guy. But the tough guy don't talk. The tough guy gets shit done. At this point, I hate to say it, but they got Ryan Garcia looking like the toughest dude in boxing. He fighting everybody. If Ryan Garcia fight Boots, he got my respect. I'm never gonna like Ryan Garcia, but if he fight Boots, he got my respect. That's just the way it is. When you fight in the big fights, you get respect. But is Tank finally gonna step up in competition? Who is he gonna fight next? After Tank fought Ryan, he should have fought Devin. After he fought Devin, he should have fought Shakur. After he fought Shakur, he should have fought Teal. And before he fought them, he should have fought Loma 5 years ago. Tank missed out on 4 different fights. Devin, Shakur, Teal, and Loma. He should have fought all these guys a long time ago. Therefore, people are calling him a prospect because he's not fighting all the top guys his generation. He's not fighting the top guys in his generation, and he's not beating them. He fought Ryan, and he had that win. I'm not gonna make no excuses about weight clauses and all this shit because they was at the same weight. So I don't have no excuses. Skills pay the bills. But at the end of the day, Tank need to fight somebody. Otherwise, they're gonna keep calling him a prospect, a 30-year-old prospect, like Tim Bradley said. He's being protected well by his manager and his team, Kenny Bayless and his team, and all those guys over there. They protecting him. Even Coach Kelvin said we don't want to fight Shakur because Shakur not gonna let us do what we do in his Baltimore accent. Shakur not gonna stand in the middle of the ring and let Tank hit him with power shots. Shakur can do what Frank Martin did for 12 rounds. If Shakur fights like Frank Martin fought, he will beat Tank. Use that check step, get out, turn the Tank, play Matador against him, let Tank walk you down and keep boxing him and keep punching him and make him, because we know Tank not out boxing Shakur. Tank can't box with these top dudes. He can punch, he can fight better than them, he can strike. If he get on the inside, he could definitely turn your lights off. But Shakur got the type of ability to move for 12 rounds. Shakur got crazy stamina, crazy endurance, crazy boxing ability, and crazy defense. He can make Tank's life a living hell, and Tank understands that. Tank is no Floyd Mayweather. Tank has a very interesting style, bro. Tank Tank has a very interesting style. There's not a lot of people like Tank who will walk you down, stalk you, get you tired, and hit you with hard shots that he know you can't recover from. That's Tank, and it's so exciting to watch him because you never know what's gonna happen. You're always on the edge of your seat because you in the back of your mind you like Tank gonna knock this dude out, and the dude will be doing good against him until he not, and then the fight over. So I mean, Tank need to fight Tio, Devin, Shakur, and Loma before we start calling him the greatest. And this because even before Canelo started cherry picking, Canelo fought Triple G 3 times. Canelo fought Lara. He should have fought Charlo. He should have fought Andre, but he fought Lara. He fought Triple G. He fought a lot of these super middleweights, and he became undisputed. Now at the same time, we still want Canelo to fight David, just like how we still want Tank to fight Devin and Shakur and Tio and Loma. So Canelo only got one fight that we worried about. I mean, he could fight Crawford, but I don't care about that too much. He got to fight David, and Tank got to fight 4 different people. So Tank better get them moving. Tank got to fight 4 different names before we start calling him the greatest, the face of the sport. And I got to acknowledge what Keyshawn said. Keyshawn said some dumb shit. Keyshawn said he light-skinned, so he a little soft. He's over there with Devin Haney. Yeah, that's that colorism bullshit. You know, Devin Haney got nothing to do with Tank and Keyshawn problems. Keyshawn, he a dark-skinned black man, but he's practicing colorism. And he's practicing white supremacy, trying to separate black people by the color of their skin. That's the easiest way to separate somebody, to describe something so little as the brightness of their skin or the darkness of yours. Okay, Tank light skin. He might have some white DNA in his blood. Who cares? You dark skin. Who cares? What that got to do with your skill set? You said Tank Davis light skin, so he saw Tank Davis knock people unconscious. You know, I don't think light skin got anything to do with your level of toughness. I think that's just colorism and racism, bro. And I respect Keyshawn, but I gotta acknowledge it. I don't think that shit got any place in the sport. Now, to be fair, Keyshawn just saying slick backhand shit. He not blatantly saying any slurs, which is good. But Keyshawn gets in his feelings when Teal said racist shit, but he perpetuate racism as well and colorism and that shit. So you can't get mad at Teal for being racist when you doing it. It's like, at that point, you're a hypocrite. You know, he's saying Tank light skin, so he's south. You can't fight Tank, you light skin. If that's your going by that logic, that means Errol Spence soft. Errol Spence brown skin, light skin. He also said Devin Haney soft. I mean, Devin Haney got knocked down by a dude on PEDs and kept getting up. I think Devin Haney got the heart of a lion. I think Devin Haney got the biggest heart in the sport because he wanted to fight everybody. He still do. But Devin Haney got nothing to do with Tank and Keyshawn problems. I think Keyshawn got a resonating dislike for Devin, and he not supposed to like Devin. Because it's boxing at the end of the day, they're supposed to fight. But I don't think Devin did anything to him to garner that amount of disrespect and dislike. But then again, Keyshawn with the colorist shit. Maybe he don't like light-skinned people. Who knows? He best friends with Shakur though. So by his logic, do that mean his best friend soft? I mean, Keyshawn said light-skinned people soft. So by his logic, do that mean Shakur soft? His best friend? This shit not making sense to me, man. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Stop the colorism. Like, comment, subscribe, and share this. Till next time, man.